I barely started this romance and am already heartbroken, feeling like I've lost the entire universe. First time I snapped at a teacher, first time I cared less about my appearance in class, and first time stood up. That night, I took my crew to my bar and found Kimota's punk stole our waitress while I was at school. This left our bar business in shambles. Now I've realized, what's the point of going to school? Chasing after the glass flower was just trouble. A week later, my sidekick comes and tells me that everyone in class is missing me, but I don't buy it. They usually just talk smack behind my back. Just when I was confused, the glass flower's girlfriend showed up. I invited them to the bubble tea shop, even though we never really talked. But hey, we're classmates. To my surprise, they brought me some good news. They said the glass flower isn't actually mad. If she was, she wouldn't be throwing a fit. If I just charm her a bit, she'll be all smiles again. I didn't quite get what they meant, but I knew my sidekick wasn't lying. Everyone in class was genuinely worried about me. The next day, there was a fire drill at school. As class president, I had to rally everyone. All past grievances don't matter anymore, because I knew they were starting to accept me, and in this moment of positivity, the class flower leaned against me again. Suddenly, the school made an announcement, limited pudding available. Everyone lost it. Students rushed to the cafeteria, going wild. With the puddings unavailable for reasons unknown, the once vibrant crowd became a bunch of sad sacks. Gang leader in senior year felt despair. Pudding is crucial to their school life. Fighting over puddings relieved stress, but shortages angered the tired students. The principal had to hold an emergency meeting. They decided to throw a cooking competition. Some students were still grumbling, but most were having a blast. At this moment, a girl handed my buddy a knife, and she instantly became a star. The class flower pointed out her grip was all wrong, but she confidently replied, "No, let me handle it. This isn't a joke." With that, she tossed the veggies into the air. Just like that, the vegetables were masterfully sliced, drawing everyone's attention. While basking in the glory, she thought of a genius idea. Can her lackeys whip up some pudding for her? Alas, no matter how hard they tried, they just couldn't capture that cafeteria magic. The next day, she asked the school nurse if she was sick since she felt so drained. The nurse chuckled, saying, "It's just part of being young. Think about your friends and family, they'll give you strength." But no matter how hard she tried, her energy level was only just scraping by. With no pudding, everyone had to settle for street snacks. Just then, a bunch of thugs barged in. Seeing the girls in class, they had sinister thoughts and seized them to flaunt their so-called strength. One of my lackeys, who was out fetching ingredients, saw this and heard the girls were in trouble. Suddenly, the now energized heroine transformed, eager to see who dared challenge her. Just when things were at their worst, she finally showed up. "Hold up, these punks are no match for the gang leader." She took them down single-handedly. Epic scene. When classmates were saved, cheers erupted. This unconventional rescue mission, though quite cringy, filled her with pride. Just then, she got a date invite from the class beauty. Talk about an energy boost. Her energy was off the charts. By the next school day, she was full of life. It was a feeling she had never experienced in her life. She wanted to share this energy with everyone. "Alright, I'm here to save our youth. Love, friendship, and studism, enjoying it all." But they just didn't buy it. Seeing these ungrateful fools had her fuming. "Oh youth, why can't you appreciate what you have?" At 27, he knew how precious youth was. Once you enter the workforce, classmates vanish, friends dwindle, and you're left with the seat. We're all classmates. If we don't enjoy these days now, aren't we missing out? Let's all enjoy together and strive hard together. Our looks, personalities, and grades may differ, but we're still friends. We're all gazing towards the future together. It's unmistakably clear that we're friends. Surprisingly, his words united the chaotic class. Suddenly, school announced puddings back in stock. Moreover, there were now 24 puddings instead of just 12. They even organized a pudding gobbling contest. Each class sent 5 representatives, and the winners would get all the puddings. This time, she wasn't alone, selected by the class flower and her crew. Let's do it. The puddings are amazing. Just then, as she headed for victory, someone bumped the table, sending all the puddings flying. Not ready to give up, she swiftly grabbed a tray and leapt into the air. If she could win this fierce battle, snagging that victory would be This was the class flower's first date. Her friends said the best dates are the ones where you go home together. Surrounded by classmates, 2 lonely souls stood in the cafeteria. The usually commanding gang leader could hardly say a word. In the end, it was the class flower who broke the silence. Let's walk together. Hearing the class flower's invitation, she stood there, stunned. Only after the class flower left did she realize that this little path was a witness to their budding romance. Only by walking it together could they truly become lovers. For more entertaining stories, make sure to subscribe to our channel.